Hey, back with another collection video. This time we're going to do the Xbox 360, which might be my third favorite system of all time, since my first collection was the Super Nintendo, which was my favorite, then the PS1, now this one, because I think it's because the 360 had such a long lifespan, and it was the first console that kind of introduced me to online gaming. Now these are just my physical games. I do have digital ones as well, such as Castle Crashers, for example. Now, these games, I do have an alphabetical order. However, I kind of ran out of room in the spot, so I have a bunch of others, like another stack, which aren't exactly in alphabetical order because there wasn't room in the other stack, so... And most of these are from, like, the first stack is mostly, like, recent game pickups and whatnot, so we'll look at those first, and then we'll go to the alphabetical ones. First, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' Mutants of Manhattan. It's not bad, really. I kind of like it. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare. Not really a fan of Plants vs. Zombies, but this one's more like Gears of War almost. Sonic Unleashed. Bionic Commando. I kind of like it myself. I got it for like $2 at GameStop. Same with this one, Anarchy Reigns. Definitely a kind of a, I don't know if I call it a hidden gem. It's probably not a game for everyone. It's almost like Gears of War. I mean, not Gears of War. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but somewhat futuristic. Another one I got a good deal on. Borderlands 2. I found this on clearance at Target for like $10, I believe. Dead or Alive Extreme 2. I bought this on kind of on a whim. You know, it's a pretty fun game, actually. It's not really overly sexualized or anything. I haven't played that in a while, but it's like the game is kind of fun. Actually, yeah, Condemned Criminal Origins. I actually got this quite a few years ago, but I have it in this other set because it was an out-of-print copy, so it doesn't have an end label. I thought we were over that. I thought that went out with the, like, 5th gen, if you know what I mean. Next we have a collection here. It has 3 games. Lumens Live, Geometry Wars, Bomberman Live, and there was also a code in here for Ms. Pac-Man. Yeah. Now this actually came bundled with my 360. It was 2 games in one. Lego Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. These 2 were actually from my brother. He left them with me before he moved out, which was way back. Or, yeah. But it's Guitar Hero 2 and Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock. Now for the alphabetical order games. Alien Colonial Marines. I actually really like this game, to be honest with you. It's not perfect, but I don't know, I enjoyed it. Batman Arkham Origins. Batman Arkham Asylum. And Batman Arkham City. I love those games. I haven't played any of the more recent ones, but if I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably go with City. If you have Blade Storm, the 100-Year War. This game is awesome. It's kind of like Dynasty Warriors, but very different. It's like in ancient medieval times, like, you know, England and France. But the only difference between this and like Dynasty Warriors is you make your own character, and then the character like gives other units commands and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's actually a really good game. Brutal Legend, definitely underrated in my opinion. I love this game, even though I haven't played it in ages. You know, it's got a lot of great heavy metal tracks in it, and, you know, characters like Ozzy Osbourne, voiced characters. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. And a funny story. You know how when you reach a certain age, your friends and family will give you money or gift cards for your birthday or Christmas? Well, quite a few years ago, my grandmother gave me money for Christmas, and I used it to buy this game. So, in a way, it's like she bought me this game, so if you kind of flip it around, it's like you just picture an 80-year-old woman walking into a store buying a game like this. We got Dead Rising. I think I got this at GameStop or something. I love these games. I still need to get the 4th one. Dead Rising 2. Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon. I love these games, and one of the franchises that kind of went with THQ, which I That sucks. I hated to see these games, go. Dynasty Warriors 6. I love those games. Earth Defense Force 2017. Hey, this game takes place this year. This was a very early 360 title. It's very simple. It's kind of just a run and gun shoot type of game, but it's actually a lot of fun. My stepfather and I played the shit out of this game. It's alien invaders come to invade the Earth, and they attack you with all kinds of giant insects, robots, and other gunships and things like that. And that's pretty much about it. But for such a simple game, it tended to be very popular. It spawned a number of sequels like Earth Defense Force, Insect Armageddon. This one is actually much more detailed than the 2017 game, or the game entitled 2017. The missions are much more detailed, and the enemies are tougher, and things like that. And we have Earth Defense Force 2025, which is kind of like a cross between the other two games, Eat Lead, The Return of Mad Hazard, another underrated title, which, this was actually one of the first games I bought for my 360. It's also available on the PS3, and it's basically, you have this guy who went through, multiple different game genres, for, maybe, 20 or 30 years. So, you can actually see him on the back there, the kind of evolution of the character. That's what's so great about this game, is just the plot is so ingenious. This former gamer who's now the CEO of a company, he could never beat Mad Hazard's games, so now he puts Mad Hazard into an alternate dimension, if you will, and he starts bringing in the enemies from all of Mad Hazard's old games to try and kill him, basically. There's funny references to different characters. There's a guy like Mario, except instead of a plumber, he's a carpenter. There's a part when you fight this RPG character, which is friggin' hilarious, because the RPG guy is talking text, like RPG games, and Matt's just reading the text and pushing the button and stuff, okay, will you just get to the goddamn point? It's that's what it's hilarious. We have fairy tale fights, very interesting game. I guess you could say it's almost like Conker's Bad Fur Day, maybe, or something like that, or like a beat 'em up mixed with Conker's Bad Fur Day or something. I don't know, it's weird. Fracture. This was I bought this on a whim, and I actually really liked it. It reminds me of Red Faction. It's a futuristic sci-fi game. I haven't played this in years, but I remember it's a good game. Gears of War Judgment, which, I bought this one, it was half price at Target for, so it was $20, so I figured, what the hell. And it was good, but I have to agree with a lot of people that the campaign was way too short. And, Gears of War, the first game, I have Judgment before this one because it's a prequel. Gears of War 2, which was definitely my favorite in the franchise. It's just so much to this one that, it's so, when you ride the Brumac at the end, the part in the worm, and, God, it's just, I don't know what to, yeah. Gears of War 3, which was another really good one, very sad. That one made me cry, actually, the part with Dom. Same with Gears of War 2, I've beaten the campaign probably, I want to say 10 times, and the part with Dom's wife gets to me every time. Golden Axe, Beast Rider. I haven't played this in years, but it's pretty much like a hack-and-slash adventure type of game. Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. This was a great game. I got this at the guitar bundle. I still have the guitar. I got this bundle at BJ's quite a few years ago for $23. And this guitar is compatible with the Rock Band games, which is great. Halo Wars. Haven't played this in a while, but I need to get back into it. I need to get the sequel, too. Especially since that takes place in between 5 and 6. Halo Reach. Now, I've played my share of Halo games over the years, but this was the first one that I legit owned, and it, really got me into the franchise. I beat the campaign in, I think, like 3 days or something. I just couldn't put it down. So good. This might be one of my favorite Halo games in the series. You know, I just still need to go back and play all the others. Which I have played all of them. I just need to go back and do it again. I don't have the Master Chief Collection. I got dust on my pants. Probably from the guitar. Anyway, Halo 3 ODST, which was a great little spin-off title. Halo 4, which was kind of a black sheep because it was under new development, but I still really enjoyed it. I loved the villain, the Didact. I'd love to get the toy of him, but he's kind of pricey. Cameo, Elements of Power. I almost feel like this game isn't too well liked. I could be wrong, I don't know, but I loved this game. I thought it was awesome. It was made by Rare, you know, when they were owned by, first under ownership by Microsoft. It was one of their, you know, this was an early 360 title. I'm not sure if it was a launch title or not, but oh, it's so good. Might be on my top 10 list of favorite games of all time. We have Left 4 Dead, which is a classic. Well, classic is like, Jesus, this game came out almost 10 years ago. Yeah, this was one of the first 360 titles I bought. And we have Left 4 Dead 2. I don't know if I could pick a favorite between the two of them. It's hard to say. Got quite a few Lego games here. Lego Batman 2, Superheroes. Probably one of the best Lego games I've ever played. Lego Lord of the Rings, which is not bad. And Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, which is pretty good. Or Caribbean, however you prefer to say it. Lego Rock Band, which is actually a lot of fun. You know, I love making the little Lego characters for performing music. Midway Arcade Origins. I remember I bought this, and then I think maybe a month later my brother bought it, and we were like competing with each other on like getting. You know, I had more achievements than him and a higher achievement score than him, and then me had a higher score than me, and we kept going back and forth. I don't really care too much about achievements that much anymore. Maybe it's because I'm getting older or something, I don't know. 'Cause I always looked at them, I never really looked at them as a bragging rights type of thing, but more so as it gives you more reason to play the game, like rather than just beat the game and then sell it and then that's it. You know, I don't know. But like I said, I don't really care too much about achievements anymore. Monster Madness, The Battle for Suburbia. Now this game is actually kind of interesting. It got terrible reviews, but I don't really listen to critics. I bought it just like on a whim. I didn't even know it was heavily criticized or anything, but I actually really liked it. It's very corny, but it's almost like Gauntlet, but more modern. You know, and you fight all kinds of different wacky monsters and stuff. Like I said, I thought it was kind of cool, pretty good. It comes with a little comic. And, yeah. Naughty Bear. I bought this on a whim at GameStop a couple of years ago. It's actually pretty fun. It's pretty much like a Manhunt, but you play as teddy bears. It's a hilarious, fun little game. Rock Band 2. I still have all the instruments, like the guitar and drums and stuff. I just have them tucked away in the closet because I haven't played it in ages. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. Skylanders, which I still have the Portal, which is dusty as hell because I haven't used it in ages. And all my Skylanders, probably, no, they're actually not that dusty. I have 24 out of 32 characters. You know, it's like once you start, you can't stop collecting them, that is. Skylanders Giants, which was the first sequel, and it was during this point, it was halfway through the game I kind of started to lose interest, not just in the game, but in the franchise in general. It wasn't really the money, you know, because you spend so much money on a single game. It was just that the concept itself of like, oh, you put a character on the Portal and they come to life in the game. It's cool for a while, but then it just gets kind of old. That's why I haven't played any of the new ones. I mean, what are they up to now? Like 7, 8, something like that. Typical Activision, milk a franchise to death. Got Super Street Fighter 4, which was, I think it had more characters in it or something. Like, you know, it had additional characters, this version. Tekken 6. Coming down to the last few here. Vanquish. Excellent Sega title. Was recently released on Steam, I believe. So it's definitely worth checking out. It's probably on PS3 as well, so it's definitely a game worth looking into because it's an epic title. Yeah. Well, maybe not epic, but... and we got SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. There's still a damn Walmart sticker on there. Oh well. Probably just wanted to be reminded that it came with a little bonus thing. I've been watching wrestling, like, religiously for about maybe 17 years, but lately I kind of watch it on and off. It's just been kind of, eh. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. And finally, WWE 13, or 2013. This one was awesome because it went back to the Attitude Era. But, yep, that's the whole collection, folks. So, thanks for watching, and tune in next week because I got a little rant-type video coming out. So, yeah, but thanks for watching again. Have a nice day.